obviously a big 2 points on the line for both teams, but tonight you guys were able to pull that one out against a team that stuck around a while. What was the single most important component of this game tonight?
I think sticking with it. Obviously, this is a playoff game for both teams. You knew it was going to be a war till the end. In their last 7 games, they've been unreal, and a lot of comeback wins in that. So we knew we had to have urgency the whole time and stick with it.
We've talked about Vejmelka being a story as of late, this 18th straight start. What kind of example does that set to be able to go out there and perform the way he does every night?
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun to play in front of him. He's a competitor. He loves doing it. It's a lot of confidence in a guy like that, and you see it every day. Like we know he kicks, but still he makes some saves out there. They're just crazy.
What's it been like playing with Yamamoto since he got the call up?
Yeah, no, he's been unreal. It's been a lot of fun to play with him. He's smart, he's crafty, wins a lot of battles too. I think that's one thing that's underrated for him. Obviously, you see some of the plays he makes and stuff like that, but he competes out there, wins a lot of those 50-50 pucks, and I think we've done a pretty good job in the last, I guess it's been 3 games together now, kind of taking advantage of some of that ozone time that comes off that. So he's been awesome.
How good was Justin Wolf tonight?
Yeah, no, he's been great. He's been great all year. We knew we were going to have to bring our best against him, try to have a lot of traffic. But he's a heck of a goalie.
You go 3-0-0 against this Calgary team over the course of the regular season. Is there something specific about them that gives you guys confidence to play against them?
No, I think they're a great team. I think we've had urgency in all those games. We know kind of what it means. I think that's been a big thing for our group, really digging in and really, I thought from the start of the year, obviously we had some ups and downs, but I think we knew the big games and we dug in on those, and I think that's just kind of a testament to that. It's not something you really think of, but you just think of the one tonight.
You obviously trail Calgary in the standings, but what does it take to get that kind of a motivation to go out there and battle desperately, more desperate than they did?
Oh, there's no lack of motivation right now. Every single night's a war for us and a playoff game, and we're just focused on that.
Tourigny mentioned in his actually he talked extensively in his press conference this morning about how you guys aren't eliminated yet and you're still in it. Does it feel like you're still in it?
100%. Like we're just worried about our own business. At the end of the day, that's all we can control. And each and every night's a war for us, so that's all we're focused on.
Gunnar takes a puck to the face tonight.
Yeah.
Not the first time you've seen a teammate, take a shot to the face. Is there ever any doubt that your teammates are going to come back in the game after a little injury like that?
I guess that's a tough question. Like, I guess kind of my best answer is you kind of know the culture around hockey, and each guy in this room is going to do whatever they can to play. So, Cal's had that scary one, obviously, tonight. No one really knew, kind of from our point of view on the bench, where it got him or whatever. And I think it brings a kick of energy when you see him come back, a bunch of zippers, some blood and stuff like that. And I think we kind of talked about it when Kels came back from his, but I thought Gunnar did a great job too, not being hesitant. I think that's one thing when something like that happens, maybe have a bit of a tendency to kind of ease into it, and that wasn't what he did. He jumped right back into it, and that's huge for us.
Can you touch a little bit more on the effort that you guys had in those final 27 minutes to defend the 1-goal lead until that empty net goal and the sacrifices being made?
Yeah, I think you saw a lot of big block shots, a couple big kills. I think even it wasn't the prettiest the whole time, but I think kind of the mindset was right, and I think that's the biggest thing. Stuff's gonna happen, pucks bounce, and you lose a guy once in a while, but I think when the mindset's there and everyone's kind of pulling in the right direction, if there's one mistake, you got 2 guys back, kind of saving the day, and you got Veggie back there as well. So I think it was a great mindset.
You're nearing pretty close to your career high in points and goals. Is it a goal for you to break that mark this season?
Honestly, it's not really something I think about. Like that might sound cliche, but you just kind of take it every night, and it's been a lot of fun being in these games where it's all on the line. And honestly, I think every guy in this room, that's all they're thinking about is getting wins here.
You're back on home ice. You're back on home ice, and you hear the crowd. Big clear on the penalty kill. Just the crowd's reactions and their motivation. How has that helped this team in these home games at Delta Center?
Yeah, no, it's unreal. I think it's been a lot of fun. Like they take a lot of pride in the little things. You see, end of the second third, you had a huge block, and everyone's going crazy, and the clears, and obviously goals and stuff like that. They go nuts, but it's often the little things, and we have a lot of pride playing in front of these fans, and it's a lot of fun.
Was there a certain point in this game where you felt like you were in a rhythm and shots were just not going to go through you at all?
Yeah, it was obviously a lot of good shots. So right after the start of the game, so it was good timing for me to get into the game right away, and just focus for another puck. So yeah, I felt pretty good in the game.
What kind of pride do you have standing in net for the Utah Hockey Club?
It's fun to play every night in front of our home crowd. So they give us some special energy, and it's kind of cool to play, especially those kind of games. We are still in the hunt, so we need every point. So it was a fun game. 18 straight. How are you feeling physically right now?
Actually, pretty normal, decent. Like I don't really feel like I played that loud, but it's fun to play actually, and we're playing better and better, which is great to know. And it's actually fun to play those kind of games. I like to play under pressure, so it's part of it, and I really enjoyed it.
What have you learned about yourself in the last 18 starts? It's triple the amount that you've had.
I don't really think about it. I don't really overthink, because that don't really help you, and I just try to focus for another game, another shift, another shot. Just don't really think about it. So that's the kind of mindset what I had, and we just need to keep going and keep rolling and play actually playoff style hockey. A lot of block shots and be resilient. That's huge for us.
That save on Blake Coleman in the third period there, was that you or was that Dursey that got that?
I actually don't remember. Well, maybe me, but I have to take a look on the replay.
Do you feel like you've answered others' questions, or questions about if you could be a consecutive starter throughout this stretch, that you're able to kind of show up?
I hope so. That's another thing I don't really think about. I just wanna take my chance if I know I'm gonna play next game, and just give us a chance to win every night.
What's your individual motivation right now to just keep showing up, keep standing between the pipes?
Give us into the playoffs. It's easy. Just play for the team, play for each other, and just help the guys in front of me a little bit sometimes if they need it, and sometimes they'll help me. So it's all about it.
What's the support been like from your teammates and your coaches to kind of go through this period each day?
It's a big part of it. Obviously, it's part of the playoff hockey. We are already playoff hockey. We have to, stay focused for every little detail, and obviously we're getting better under pressure. That's good.
Are you doing anything differently in terms of recovery at this point?
I try to do kind of the same thing every time, get my body ready for next day, and just trying to be, professional.
What are those things you're doing specifically in your
recovery? A lot of stretches, a lot of treatment. Actually, our trainers did a good job every time. They're always for us, so that's a big part of it too. And I like to do, hot top, cold top, get my body a little bit relaxed. So yeah, that's what I like.
What does the mental process look like going start after start?
Actually, kind of the same thing every time. Just focus what I can control, and just get motivated and just want to win.
Would you see your teammates lay down on the line for you to block shots, just to see that effort from your teammates? What does that mean to you, that they're showing up just as hard as you are showing up for them?
Yeah, actually, like I said, it's part of the playoff game, playoff style of hockey. So obviously, we learn a lot from those kind of games, and that's part of it too.
First, great game by Veg. I think it was a lead. It was a key moment. I think the first two periods were really stingy defensively. We had a lot of chances as well offensively. We could have closed the game. We could have separated ourselves. We didn't, but we stayed with it. And in the third, I like our mindset. in terms of urgency defensively, I think we back up a little bit too much. But other than that, I think we find a way. We had big kills as well. So that's what I think.
You're 3-0 against Calgary. Same thing with Vancouver. Close to that with St. Louis. Close to that with Minnesota. Is it easier to get up for these games against the teams that you know you're chasing?
Well, yeah. I think that group liked big game. They like the stage. You know, from the season opener to the way we play against Tampa here, or so on and so forth. The weekend had a lot of key game where that group stepped up and they were ready.
Have you learned anything new about Vejmelka in terms of how he's handled himself on and off the ice during this stretch?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good question because Veg is learning something about it. It's not really how we'll call it, but Veg in the past been known for when he gets tired, he had a kind of a difficult time. And that was important for us to go through that and learn to battle through and stuff like that. Like I said this morning, at some point, if we're in the 15, 16, 20, 24 game run in the playoff, he needs to be able to sustain. And it's not easy. It's tough, and it's tough mentally and tough physically. And what he's going through now will help when that will happen, because he will have been through it. He will have situation. He will say, okay, I've been through that. And I learned from it and stuff like that. So I think it's good for him to go through that, and it's good to it's as a goalie. There's a different vibe when, okay, I had a bad game. That's over. Now I need to be good tonight. And that's exactly what happened when you're in the playoff. You can lose 8-0 yesterday. Doesn't matter. Next game you need to be ready and move on. And so I think that stretch will have teach him that. Will have make him go through it and learn from it. So I think it's good for him.
How does the team react to clutch saves that Veggie makes throughout the game?
That energizes us. There's no doubt about it. I think the guys were jack on the bench when he made those two saves in the third. I think from there, I think we're way more stingy.
Can you touch on the effort that it took to defend that 1-goal lead for 26 minutes before Clayton's goal winning?
Yeah, there's I think that we had opportunity to put the game away. We hit the nub twice and stuff like that. So I think that I like that part. Like I said, I didn't like the way we backed up a little bit. We give a little bit too much room in the neutral zone, give them the opportunity to attack off the rush. So that's something we'll clean up. But I like the effort of the guys. I like the urgency of wanting to do the right thing.
Can you touch a little on the Stenlund, Kerfoot, Bugstad line and what you saw from them tonight?
For a few nights in a row now, they're playing solid. They're assertive. They're heavy on puck. They're heavy down low. They're confident, and they're so dialed in. The trust is to the roof.
Gunther goes out with a puck to the face. Not the first time we've seen that this year. Keller had one not too long ago. Is there ever any doubt in your mind as a coach that your guys will be back in the game and be back quickly?
No doubt. They're a hockey player. There's never a doubt. Never a doubt. If they're not coming back, I know it is because we'll miss time. There's concussion or there's something. It's not a scratch for sure.
Like he touched on, Gunther comes back from taking a puck or a stick up high. Vejmelka's performance, Sergachev lays out to block a shot. Yeah. What is this stretch of games saying about how competitive this team is, despite where you guys are in the standings?
But that's the point. Is we'll never quit. That's what you want to raise. That's what you want to be as a team. Team will never quit. There's no quitting in that room. There's no quitting in those players. That's only one thing we want to do, and we want to pursue our objective, and we won't quit. We won't quit until they pull the plug, and if they do, it is what it is. But we won't give them any reason to do it. So we have a bunch of players who are so competitive, and they're so proud to play in that season, and the way we've been supported by the fans, and we're so fortunate. So. I think we want to give it back.
How do you want this team to react to uncontrollable factors like St. Louis's big win streak?
That's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is. It's out of our control. We need to keep winning. Like I said, it's whatever the math is, whatever the percentage is, we're alive. Let's keep fighting.
What do you think about the way Nick DeSimone has come in and, plugged into that spot on the third pair?
Yeah, he did a good job. He has a really good stick and he can move the puck, can make good plays. I think he's a good NHL player, and I think it was a hell of an addition for us. It's great depth.
Same question about Karel Vejmelka.
I think he was really good. I think the first two periods might have been our best player, and in the third, I think Veg took the pole position. But he was really good in the first two periods. Cut good plays, made good read defensively, made good play with the puck, cut plays, had a great stick. So I think he did a great job.
Penalty kill has had to come up quite a bit in the last few games, but what are you seeing out of that group? And even Alexander Kerfoot tonight really putting extra effort into that.
Kerfoot and Stanley are so good in the PK, It's just a little story. A couple of games ago, we're here at home and we're up by one, and we're killing one in the third, and they clear the puck and they come on the bench with about 20 seconds in the PK, and I give it to them and say, hey, you're the two best penalty killer in the league, and you're changing after 20 seconds? What are you doing? You stay out there. And they were looking at me kind of, what are you talking about? I said, hey, you're the two best in the league. You stay out there. Well, we'll tell you when to come. So that's what I think of them.